We've got an update on Duke basketball. Stay tuned. The Blue Devils season is over after an NCAA tournament loss, but it's never too early to take a look ahead. This is your Scout Hoops update presented by American Family Insurance. I'm joined now by John Watson of the Devil's Den. And John, the season is over for Duke, but what does the future hold for Coach K's program?
Yeah, like you said, the season may be over, but next year is going to be pretty special, or at least has the potential to be. Duke's bringing in the top two recruits in the country. They're getting back Emil Jefferson, and hopefully Grayson Allen will be back for a third go-round as well. So, that's four starters right there, and they've got a wealth of talent coming in as well.
So a good group expected to stay or to be there next year. What about who's leaving?
Well, I don't think there's any question Brandon Ingram has played his last game at Duke. He's probably going to be the number one pick, maybe number two if a team likes Ben Simmons a little more. But aside from Brandon Ingram leaving, the real question is Grayson Allen. I mean, he's a first-round pick if you look at the draft boards, but he's also got some room to improve, and he could certainly come back, get another ring, or have a chance at another ring, and probably be a National Player of the Year candidate and not have to do everything himself next year. So that's got to be pretty enticing for him, you'd think.
You mentioned those top recruits that are coming in. What's special about those guys?
Well, for starters, they're probably going to be the top two picks in next year's NBA draft. Harry Giles is a guy who I don't know that Duke's had a player like him in Krzyzewski's era. He's a dynamic force inside. He rebounds the ball very well, very good scorer, very athletic. And then Jason Tatum, he's a guy, Grant Hill, Luol Deng, that kind of player. Guy who can score from the mid-range, from the outside, 6'8", can do a lot. And, he would have probably been the best scorer on this year's team. So you've got those two guys. You've got Frank Jackson, who's just a dynamic scoring guard out of Utah coming in. Very explosive, very powerful guard. So they're going to go from having about 7 players in the rotation this year to having a full complement next year. Depth won't be an issue, that's for sure.
Well, Duke continues to reload as usual. John, thanks so much for the insight.
Thanks for having me.